Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a brand new week here at Hunky Dory TV. My name's Anne-Marie, and I'm going to be looking after you for what we think is going to be a fairly speedy show, but it's a very important show because we have got some incredible backing stocks for you that been out of stock for quite a while. We're all very excited. You've already been finding them on the website, your little cheetah pumpkin eaters, not waiting for us. But we will let you off because it's been so long. Looking after us today, we have the wonderful Emily. Good morning, Em.
Good morning.
Did you have a lovely weekend?
A drunken weekend.
Drunken weekend. Did you get out in the sunshine?
Oh,
Good. It was beautiful. And in demonstration station, we have the fabulous Natalie.
Good morning.
How was your weekend?
It was very nice, thank you.
Very nice.
Yes, it was lovely.
Good. Did you get out in the sunshine?
Both days.
Nice.
Yeah. We did a monumentous walk from my mum's house, which is near the airport, all the way to St Anne's and back.
Wow.
With the dogs and the kids.
Wow.
It was lots of fun. And then yesterday we walked Oscar around our favourite little walk.
Aww.
And I did some housey bits.
Nice and chill. Good stuff. We hope you managed to enjoy the weather over the weekend. It was very, very sunny. If it was a little bit too warm for you, we hope you were inside crafting because, you know, what else would you do when it's just too hot? Just go inside and craft. Okay, so before we take a look at these fabulous items, you know what they are. You know what we're waiting for. Shall we have a look at this week's Win It Weekly? Just look at this bad boy. My goodness me. Adorable Scoreable Pattern Packs Complete Collection number 8. It contains all 6 different designs. Well, there's different packs. Each one's got different designs within it. Giving you 144 sheets in total. All Adorable Scoreable. We have got Matte-tastic in here. We've got regular Adorable Scoreable in here as well. It is just wonderful. You've got your wonderful wood. You've got your velvet looks. We have got our Bygone Blooms. We have got our Urban Edge, our Pastel Plaids, and we have that wonderful Colour Carnival as well. But 2 people are going to win that. £53.98. What a wedge of cardstock that's going to be. You need to answer our question correctly. Are you ready? What type of cheese do competitors chase at the Cheese Rolling Festival? That's like a tongue twister, Emily. Is it A, Brie, B, not Brie, B, Double Gloucester? Is it C, Dorset Blue? Let us know what you think the answer is. At the Cheese Rolling, where is this Cheese Rolling Festival?
that gives it away.
Oh.
There is a few though.
Is there?
Oh no, actually I'm thinking of something else.
Do they eat the cheese?
I'm not sure.
There's got to be some cheese eaten at a Cheese Rolling Festival, hasn't there?
Yeah.
So I'm only going if we're eating the cheese.
Who knows?
After you've rolled it down the hill, you deserve it, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think it's going to be Brie. I'm going to take that out of the equation personally.
It's soft, isn't it? So it's got a gooey middle.
Yeah, I don't
Not
think
very
it would
good
have a
for
good
rolling.
roll.
No,
No.
it's gonna be one of the others.
Emily, can we please get some of these cheeses so we can give it a whirl in the car park and report back
You need a
what,
hill
what we
though.
think is the best?
You need a hill.
We'll go to Avon Park. There's a massive hill on there.
Okay.
They're all Easter eggs down it. We'll do that. Let's start a new tradition. Let us know what you think the answer is, and we'll select 2 winners on Friday's show to win that incredible bundle of Adorable Scoreable Pattern Packs. Now, are you ready? It's so exciting. So exciting. They're back! Oh, best day ever. Trimmer blades are back in stock. This is not a drill. Oh my goodness.
What's
so
even better is that they're back and we are bringing awesome prices.
we are not messing about. So we said to Dan, we were like, look, dude, these things have been out of stock. We're totally blaming him, whether it's his fault or not. We're totally blaming the new house. We're going to get them back in stock, but we need some good prices. So this is exactly what we have done. So your trimmer blades, set of 2, which is actually 4, 2 packs of 2 trim, yeah, 4. Poof. £6. £6. Now, stock up. We don't anticipate to sell out of these and have such a big gap in between them being out of stock and coming back into stock. But just in case, it's a little bit like that toilet roll situation during COVID, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, you don't ever want to be without these bad boys again.
You don't.
So stock up while they are on offer at just £6. What an incredible deal that is. Absolutely amazing. That is not the only major, huge Spotlight back in stock product we have for you. The other one, it's purple and it's sticky. It's the purple glue sticks. Whoop, 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 whoop. £7.99 as well. What a deal for 12. You're going to get all of these, all 12 included. 15-gram glue sticks, goes on purple, dries clear for just £7.99. That's 66p a glue stick. Now I'm sorry, I know you can get glue sticks everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not stupid. We know you can get glue sticks probably from the pound shop, you know, everywhere. But are they purple? Do they dry clear? Are they the best quality glue stick you can get? Are they 66p? I don't think so. £7.99 for 12 glue sticks. What an absolute deal that is. Now we're going to head straight over to Nat.
Yes.
Because she's going to show us how to replace our trimmer blades.
Yeah.
Because lots of people, it's been such a long time since we've had them.
Probably haven't been able to do it.
People haven't had to do it yet, or
No.
maybe you've not seen us do it before because you've only just found us recently. You've not you don't even know what we're talking about. Nat's going to show us.
I am. So, we have our trimmer. This is our trimmer from in here, and it's very sad. It's just the most bitty trimmer ever. So when you get your trimmer, you'll notice that at the very bottom here, there's like a little lip, and it kind of at first looks like a little fault in the plastic bit where it's gone funny a little bit, but actually that is the space in which you can lift your blade from. So if you just take it to that point and then lift it up, scoot it out a little bit more, then it will come out perfectly from there. Now when you put these in the bin, I always think it's really handy to have a second set, because then what you can do is you could just sort of like mark on this that it's like, that one doesn't really help because it's green, you can't really see it, but just mark with like a pen or a biro that one is a one that isn't very good, and then we can pop it back into here so that we're not going to like get our fingers cut or anything like that. So we'll just leave that in there. So we're going to place our brand new one back in exactly the same way. Just lift that up, tuck it in there, and then it will slide in beautifully.
What a momentous occasion.
I know, it's incredible, and it just means we can do loads of really fun things, including making our own apertures. Now I have just been making a card in the craft room, and I just had a little aperture sort of in the top corner here, so that is something that we can definitely do with this. So I'm just going to make a tiny little
oh, you can tell that
sort
too.
of square, can't you?
Yeah, such a
It
good
looks
sound.
really good as well. I'm just going to make a tiny little space in here for my topper to go in. Look at this.
And this
You
isn't
can't do
something
this
you
with
can
a
do without the trim. Well, you can do it with the craft knife and
You
a
can do it
ruler,
with a craft knife,
but you
it's-
can't do it with your guillotine.
No, you can't do like apertures with your guillotine. You can't do what I like to do, sort of like funny fronts sometimes, where you sort of cut it off in a triangle. You can't do
Yeah.
that with your guillotine because it would trap.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to go all the way, or it would trap sort of like a certain point somewhere. But being able to cut like little apertures, little windows, which we can then put like our toppers behind, so we can put our outer frame up here and then put your topper behind. It's really fun, and you can do that in the top. You could do it on the left hand side. We could do it in the centre
You could
if
do
we
lots
wanted
of
to.
little ones.
Loads of tiny
Yeah.
little spaces. Oh, it's just the best thing about this trimmer, isn't it?
We love
we,
the trimmer.
We are. Oh, I'm a trimmer girl through and through.
Yeah, me too.
So good.
We have had to get the guillotines out, haven't we? Because our trimmer
For
blades were
certain
getting.
things, yeah, like papers, we were having to use our guillotines just
Yeah.
because it was either you use your trimmer and then you have to step around it, and it's just a bit fussy. But now we have our blades back.
Now we have our blades.
And we are fully stocked up thanks to Kat.
We are
She was like,
Kat.
Father Christmas.
She was on like last thing on Friday. She was like, "Do you think the trim blades will be like unpacked yet?" I'm like, "Yeah, definitely." I was like, "They'll be in the box." So she went and she came in with like a bundle of trimmer blades and just dished them all out.
Handed
to us.
them
We
all
were like,
out.
"Oh," we were so happy. So your trimmer blades back in stock. Purple glue sticks back in stock, both with massive savings on there as well. We also have this bad boy back in stock. Now, this has been out for a little while. I was just saying to Emily, she was like,
Oh, this has been out for so long.
she was like, can I borrow your mega storage caddy with all your things in? I was like, I don't have one. I was like, genuinely don't have one. I was going to go and get one. And it was like, oh, we've got like 3 in stock. So I was like, I best not.
It is the perfect
Best not.
match if you've bought our brand new ink pads recently.
Yeah, you need
because
this
they
in your
fit
life.
in here because you need 7, I think it was.
Yeah.
No, you need 8.
Yes.
I think it's 8. You need 8 full small storage cases, which only come within our mega storage caddy.
Yeah.
And obviously then you've got more space for other bits and pieces
Yeah,
as well, like your
definitely.
essential ink pads.
Let me bring you this one of Bex's in, which is full to the top. So she has got all of her ink pads. She's got her new ink pads in there. She's got her shimmer ink pads in here as well. She also has, like you were saying down at the bottom, she's got like her Versamarks and things
Yeah.
like that. Foam pads fit in here perfectly. Gemstones, you see us all the time, just grabbing
Ours
those
have got
gemstone ones.
in here. We've got gemstones in ours. Your pens as well.
Yes.
Your alcohol markers and your brush pens will fit in here.
You can fit a little book in them, can't you,
little
as
books
well?
fit in.
You know, if you wanted to really look after them.
Which is amazing too, because I think like if you're someone who crafts like on the go, say you've got sort of like a lovely caravan like our Barbara,
Yeah.
and she crafts on the go. I mean, you can be taking this with you. Look at that.
It's perfect, isn't it?
And that is
Just really keeps
pretty
it
full. I
safe.
think it's just missing the front cover on there.
Yeah.
But you could pop in sort of like old images from books, you know, that
Yeah.
you've used a lot of, and you've just got a few pages.
Just a few pages,
Pop
yeah.
them in there with like a theme on. You can make a label for it.
Yeah.
So you could have one with like little book pages in. You could have one that's got gemstones in. One that's got tape and foam pads in, because Kat keeps her foam pads
Yeah.
in one of these.
One with your purple glue sticks
Glitters
in.
as
Yes.
well.
Yeah,
You're
we
going to be
have
able
all
to
our
have
glitters in, don't
like
we?
a little on the go crafting cupboard.
Yeah.
Really.
And then
'cause
this
it's got
could
so much
be
storage.
the only thing you need to take away with you, because you've got all your bits and pieces. You maybe got one for like all your scraps, you know, all those bits of cardstock that you don't want to throw away because you're going to use them one day. You know, you can keep those in here. And I do love, this is one of my favourite things about this one, is that when you take the little boxes out, they're almost like a little shelf system, so
Yeah.
they don't all fall down. I can't get
There
that
is
back in.
also a little bit of space on the top as well. So if you were crafting on the go and you wanted to put in like some 12 by 12 mirrors,
Yeah,
you'd be able
you
to
could
fit
do
that in
that.
top space.
Definitely, there is a little bit. If you see, there's just a little bit of space above those boxes. So yeah, you could pop some of your cardstock and things in
Yeah.
there. Definitely. Oh, it's just amazing. It really is. And like we say, it has been out of stock for a little while now. So perfect opportunity. And have you seen the price? The price is crazy because, as you know, everything is kind of going up across the world. Shipping has gone up, it has come back down a little bit again, but prices are going up on everything. And when Kelly was asking Dan about the prices for this show, she was like, oh, can we do $29.99? Because that's what we've done it at previously. We, you know, she really wanted to match that. And I was like, no way is he going to do that. I was like, just no way. But he has managed to match that price of $29.99, which is just unbelievable,
crazy,
isn't it?
isn't
When
it?
you think how long it has been since we've had this in stock,
It's madness.
and we've been able to keep that price. But these do end on Monday, on Bank Holiday Monday, so make sure that you're placing your order and getting your goodies ASAP. Do not miss out on those prices, because they're going to be in stock for a while, we hope now, but the prices aren't going to be at that price.
No.
So stock up. This has also been out of stock for
I can't
so
even,
long.
I genuinely, this has been one of those things that has been out of stock, but people haven't really
No.
it's not been as obvious
No.
as some of the other things, but it's so handy.
I love this. I have all my pens in this one, my craft markers. We have one at home that Mark has under the stairs that has like loads of tools and things in.
Oh, cool.
They are so handy. Perfect if you are a little bit of a painter and you like to have proper water, because you can have like a clean water and a dirty water.
Yeah.
You know, and have your brushes and things in here. Honestly, just perfect for everything. All your household bits and pieces, maybe a few cleaning items, things like that. All your crafty goodies, hair brushes and hair bobbles and clips and things like that. Makeup brushes, that sort of thing. Snacks, we're always down for snacks, 100%.
If you're doing like a little movie night with the kids.
Oh my
and you
God,
want to
that would
like
be
sort of
amazing.
be like, okay, one pop each.
Yeah,
a little like section off the sweets or the popcorn, so they've got
Yeah.
their own, so there's no fighting.
You
There's
can have
equal
sweet and
amounts.
salty if you don't like it mixed.
You've got your cheese and crackers.
Yes. A jar of pickle. We've got this down.
know.
We've got a new thing.
We know when we need
Snack carrier caddies. Oh my word. I love this. £5.99.
I can't believe the price. of it.
£5.99. That is the absolute best price we could do on this because it has gone up. So £5.99 is going to get you your craft caddy home, and they are just wonderful. They do stack as well if they're empty, of course. But you're not going to have these empty for very long. You're going to be filling them with absolutely all sorts. We love it. We absolutely love it. Okay, where are we going next? It's behind.
it's behind
it's
you.
behind you. The Corner Punch.
Has this been out of stock?
This one has been out. So is this the maxi
Wow.
one? Yeah. So we've not been able to do the set of 2 either because the maxi one's been out of stock. So this is your corner rounder. £5.99 down from £7.99. Absolutely incredible. So it is going to give you that lovely rounded corner. It is the maxi one. It's just got like a soft curve to it. So we've got the mini one that does like a really tight corner, and this one is like the kind of softer corner. It is absolutely wonderful. Just £5.99, saving you £2 on that one. They are great because they will go through your 350 Adorable Scoreable
They'll go
nice and
through
easily.
Loads
Are
of
you having
stuff.
it?
Shall we test
Yeah.
all of it? So I've got Mirror Card, and we'll show you exactly sort of like this. Oh, this isn't the rounder. Is this right, Emily?
Oh, I thought it was the rounder that was back.
Is it the?
Have I made it up?
Which one? Which one is it?
Yeah, corner rounder.
Oh,
it's
she's
not
giving
this
us the dodgy
one.
one. It's not the right one.
It's not this one.
Oh no.
Hmm.
I always do get confused between those two
Do you
myself,
know what?
to
It's
be
really,
fair.
it's a real struggle. But where those, where the dotted lines are here, that's where it's going to cut the paper away. So you can see when we've got them next to each other, and I'll take this one out. That oh, nearly lost it. But this one has those dotted edges on that corner piece, which means it's going to curve that bit of your
Yeah,
paper.
I'm
The other
with
bit's
you.
going to take
Yeah.
it away. So we'll try again.
Let's go again.
So this one,
Yay.
oh, look how smooth this is. And sometimes that finish, especially with sort of like maybe you're making cards for your business
Yeah.
to hand out at craft fairs, it's just going to add that little extra touch to it. It's really, really easy to use. And I do think that you can get it through a couple of things as well. Let's go in
Oh.
with some Ink Me cardstock. Because I think a lot of the time when we're making cards, and I'm just going to use this as an example because I've cut some of this off for something else. A lot of the time when we're doing cards, obviously you want it to go through both sides. So that's 350 GSM there. You just need to really make sure that your corners are super, super sort of folded. You can use your score tool to do that. But then we can get through both of those edges and you get
Amazing.
that nice round shape. So that's 700 GSM
Yeah.
that it's just gone through. So you know
Yeah.
that it's going to go through any of your other items. Paper it works perfectly on, parchment as well. So you
nice,
you know
yeah.
that you've sorted if it's going through 2 lots of Ink Me cardstock.
Definitely. So £5.99. That means that the bundle is also back in stock now of the maxi and the little teeny tiny mini punch as well. Also, we have our screw hole punch. Now, I don't know if this is back in stock or not, but look at the price. I mean,
Crazy.
$11.99. If you haven't had one of these in your life before and you're thinking, well, what is this? I've never seen this before. So this is a tool which is going to punch out these little holes for you. So this will screw off as well so that you can change the size, because that will just pop. Oh, sorry, I'm totally out of shot. That will just pop out, and in the lid is 2 other sizes. So you can just swap them over. So we can pop that one back in, which is the medium one. So if I just bring that in close, you can see the 3 different sizes. We can take the tiny one, pop that back in the end, screw that bottom edge back on in place, pop your lid back on, and the way that this works is when you press it down, it twists and punches your holes out. But I'm going to pass it to Nav. Have you got one?
I've got one. I'm
so
ready.
So you can see it, because I don't want to do it on the desk.
So I'm going to do the 3 different sizes for you first of all. So you have your
it's so
super
good.
tiny size, which is great for, you know, if you've got, well, it's coming up. If you've got sort of like Christmassy projects and you want to put lights behind it,
yes,
it's really good for just adding sort of like little spotlights or onto your design. Then you've got your medium size one, which is great for sort of like thinner ribbons. 3mm ribbons is going to fit really nicely on that one. And then you've got your largest size. What I love about this as well is that we can do like fancy designs on our cardstock. So if you do want to do some sort of like ribbon threading throughout your piece, so they're the 3 different sizes you're going to get. You can just sort of like use the holes to sometimes make sort of like a nice little design or pattern, or we can just place them all the way across so that you've got your sort of like space to weave your ribbon or your embroidery thread through. You can use it anywhere though. That's the beauty of this.
It is. So
it doesn't matter where you're not having to sort of like with a regular one have to line it up.
No.
You can only go to these points. We can use this on any material anywhere on our page, which is really fun.
Because you can use it on things like, I guess, like leather and fabrics, because of the way it cuts. You could be using it on an absolute array of different materials. But like you say, the fact that we could punch a hole right in the middle of a 12x12 sheet of cardstock.
Yeah.
You know, you can't do that with a regular hole punch. Maybe you've got like an office hole punch, and you're very limited.
It's really limited on what you can do. But you could even create sort of like little designs like this, and then do another sort of set of flowers over here, and then use this as a stencil.
Oh, that would be good.
Through your designs as well, so you can absolutely do that. It's so handy to have around. And all the little bits, you can save those for like shaker cards and confettis. They are sort of stored in here. You do have this little valve on the side, which allows you to sort of remove all of the pieces because they're all sort of stuck in here. So you can just sort of like knock those down, and then they all sort of fall out of there and come away from there. There is sometimes often where your little sort of cutting elements will get quite clogged up with your cardstock as well. But if you just sort of tap them down, and if it's not coming out, then just use your pokey tool and pop your pokey tool on the top of there. It'll just sort of push the sort of pieces that are all stuck, and it's absolutely fine. But you can see how much has come out of this already. And it was still working absolutely perfectly. But definitely I think the best thing to use it on is your cutting mat as well. Yeah,
100%. Yeah, if you don't have a self-healing cutting mat, you definitely need one in your life if it's just for doing this on. You can obviously do it on your glass mats and things, but I feel like it doesn't grip the same on a glass mat as it does with a self-healing.
I think it's quite easy to damage sort of like the elements as well when you use that.
It can slip a little bit.
Yeah, but with this, it's really cushioned, and you know it's going to go exactly where you need it to be.
Definitely. You can grab that on the website, of course. We've got loads of different sizes. We've got the 8x8, the 12x12, and the A3 in our cutting mats as well. And then our final product before we go jump back over to Nat, with lots of backwards and forwards in today, we have got the Bow Maker, which is back in stock, definitely.
This is crazy.
This has also been out of stock for ages. I remember us talking about this and about putting it on a show at Hobby Maker, and we were like, oh, we can't. We don't have any. Our Bow Maker is back in stock, and it's just £4.99. It does come with full instructions, so these little pegs here will just pop out. You position them where you want on here, depending on what size bow you want to make. And it is so easy to do. But if you've seen us use this before, you will also know that it doesn't just make bows. We can make pom-poms on here, we can make tassels on here. You can do so much with it. It's super handy to have in your stash, and at £4.99 it's an absolute steal as well. So Natalie,
yes,
are you going to show us how we can make a bow?
I'm going to show you how you can make a bow, and I'm going to show you the 3 different sizes of bows you can make. I don't have any scissors over here, which is hilarious.
What? No
so
scissors?
Just cutting my ribbon with some pieces of thread. So,
here we go. My toolbox is here, so let me get you some scissors.
Let's start off, because you get 4 different like prongs in here. Now, at most, I think you normally need to use like 3, but we're going to start off with the Bow Maker in the largest thing, and I'm just going to use some of our 7mm ribbon that you get from most of our collections, because that's sort of like our average size now. So we're going to place our ribbon around here and just wrap it round, and then with one thread we're going to go underneath now, back up into the middle, and we're just going to tie this in a knot. It's so simple to use. And you know, it takes away all of that sort of pesky, like I left my sort of ribbon quite open there, but you definitely don't have to. But it takes away all of that time of having to like try and make sure that the tails are the right way around,
that your loops are even.
Yes, that you've not got any sort of bits everywhere. So that's your biggest bow you're going to be able to make on here. And then we can just move these in. You can also obviously just move one in at a time. That's going to change your difference as well. But let's go into the middle area, and we'll go in with this gorgeous gold. So just tucking it through.
Imagine you're making wedding stationery and you've got like 100 bows to make.
Yeah.
How much easier
Christmas
is this going
cards
to be?
as well.
Yeah.
So we've got sort of like your medium-sized bow there. Again, absolutely perfect. No problem at all with that one. Let's just pop that on there so you can see sort of like the different sizes we're going to get. And then you can make super tiny bows, which are my absolute favourite, because they're just the cutest things you've
And I
ever
think
seen.
these are the hardest ones to do without bow maker.
Yes.
Because you're all fingers and thumbs anyway.
Yeah.
Trying to do a teeny tiny one like this is just impossible.
You can actually get smaller than this as well, because you can put them together. But look how cute this is.
It's so cute.
It's absolutely adorable. So there you've got. But I do think that you can do even more than these three. These are just sort of like the three basic ones, moving it in and out. But if you take sort of like one and move it this way, then that space is a little bit bigger as well. So you're going to have lots of different opportunities for the different size bows you can make. But look how.
And you could do
the different sizes that you've got
like
there.
multiple wraps around as well if you wanted like.
I'm going to try it with two different types of ribbon as well, because you can sort of double bow it if you wanted to.
So if you wanted something that's a bit more.
What you can also do as well, and we don't have the ribbon that you can do it with here, but if you've got sort of like really large, I can't think what the name is called, like really chunky ribbon that you would use to do like a wreath with.
Oh, like a wired edge one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then you can use your sort of bow maker this way, and what you do is you just wrap over the ribbon like this, and then you tie it in the middle, and you fluff it out, and it makes those really massive like door bows, and they're really quite fun actually. I'm gonna actually try something. Let's go like this, because I want to try and put this one in here, and then this one around here, because then we'll have a medium.
Ooh.
See if you can do.
That's a cute idea.
A little bow with a bigger bow as well, but like attached together. So I'll take my ribbon, just tie it again like this.
Oh, so
make
cute.
Sure it's super tight, but then you've
look.
got ribbons at different sort of widths as well that are together.
That's very
which
cute,
is really
isn't
cute.
it?
You could do it like the opposite way around as well, or you can add a third colour in here, do it at the same time, so then you've got two big ones, a little one in the centre, but then you've got lots of different colours. So if you've got card collections that in one piece you're a bit like, I'm not sure what colour to go with because it would work with both, then you can mix and match your ribbons and do things like this. Let's go on to the fun bit though, because this is the absolutely most favourite thing about this bow maker is making tassels. So I have got some embroidery thread, and for this you want to have your, you want to have two pins together and then a space. You can have it as large as you want, or you can have it as small as you want. We're going to go like a medium size one here. And then what I'm going to do is just wrap this around this way a little bit until I've got that up at near the top. And then we're going to wrap this around lots and lots of times. You can do it, the more you do it, the thicker your tassel is going to be. The less you do it, obviously, you're going to have quite a thin tassel then. So we're just going to go around 2 more times. 1, 2. And then using the same ribbon using the same thread. I'm just going to cut it off here, and then I'm going to tuck it underneath this little section here. You want to keep this bit out at first. You want to wrap it around a couple of times. Now, to do this bit, you don't have to keep your thread attached. You can actually cut it off, leave it dangling down here, and use a new piece of thread to do this. But you can also do it this way, and it just saves you from cutting that little piece. So then I'm going to now tuck that underneath here just to knot that off. So just going around there and then go back through here. That's going to give me a nice knot, and then just pull that up and across to tighten that off, and then we can just lift this up off our plate. And before we take it to the very top, I always find it easy just to make sure that all my threads, I've gone through all of them. You've got your little tassel then.
Oh, it's so cute.
It's absolutely adorable.
Isn't
and it's
it
so
fab?
fun to put on cards as well. And then obviously you have this little piece of thread here which you can use to attach it to any of your other projects. I absolutely love making tassels. I think they are so much fun. If you wanted to make the top of your tassel a bit more round as well, before you lift it off, add another piece of ribbon through that gap, and then you'll be able to tie that a little bit tighter around there. But absolutely awesome for doing that. And then of course we can do our pom-pom making on here. We don't need any other fancy machinery for this. You just need to place your I'm going to do quite a small one actually.
You know, I
place your
have
prongs where you want them to go.
a pom-pom maker at home, and I have to say it's so hard to use. I much prefer using my bow maker.
You know, it's just,
I just find it really difficult.
it's just a little bit tricksy, isn't it?
Yeah.
With the way it is. So you want to make sure you've got lots and lots of a sort of yarn or whatever sort of medium you're choosing to use to make your pom-pom from. We want to pop lots on here though, because the best thing about pom-poms is how sort of chunky they are, and the more you have on as well, the more then when you cut it down it makes it worth it. If you've got not as many sort of strands on here, it's not going to look as good.
Yeah, they can look a little bit sad, can't they? And then you can start to lose some of the threads when it's actually on. My mum's friend made the kids like these little knitted bunnies for Easter that had like a Kinder egg in the kind of bottom of it, and they're little pom-pom tails. And I was finding little pom-pom bits for absolutely ages.
So once you've got this done, then you want to take your ribbon, pop it through the gap that you've got here.
So
underneath the two prongs, so it sits like that.
Yeah.
And then we're going to just bring this up. Now you can tie it once, you can tie it twice. It's completely up to you.
You just want it nice and tight, don't you?
Super, super tight. So I'm going to go back around again actually, and pop that through there. And then I can tie it one more time in the middle. Of course, if you want to get tighter as well, just lift it up a little bit.
Yeah.
It relieves some of the tension, and then you can pull that even tighter.
Oh, it's going to be so cute.
So just trim off those edges, and then we'll take our little circle from around here, and we can just snip away. I've made this probably a little bit too tight for these scissors.
Yeah, but it's going to be so cute though.
It is, it's going to be worth it. Just go through all of those bits and pieces. If you had some really fine, thin scissors, it would be good to use those here.
Yeah, like
your scissors don't cut on the end very well.
Do you want a different pair?
Like, can I? Yeah.
I don't use those ones.
I don't think anyone uses them in this way though. Oh wait, we're getting there. Maybe I was just adding too much.
I've got the big ones.
Fabric. I think I was just going a bit.
Were you just trying to do a bit too much?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my problem.
This is the key.
Always.
little bits, slow and steady.
We're just cutting through.
It's going to be so cute.
It's going to be so fluffy.
I love a good fluffy
Just
pom-pom.
getting through sort of like the bottom bits, but there's still bits here that are attached that we can cut out.
And once you cut through it, you can neaten it up.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
we'll
once
do
it's
that.
rounded, you can kind of give it a little trim, can't you? It's so cute.
Let's go.
So
for
again,
the
great
last
thinking ahead
bit.
to Christmas. Maybe
Yeah.
you know, you like a little pom pom on a card, or maybe you do soft crafts and you know you make pom poms, bobble hats, things like that.
Bobble hats.
They're just essential, aren't they?
So I'm just going to go sort of on my top layer first of all, because there's so many layers of yarn here. That's my problem with cutting through.
I have decided I need to just make loads of bows for Sophie's hair.
Yes.
Just going to take some ribbon home and just
loads.
make her a bow in every colour.
Bow in every colour. You can use different thicknesses.
Yeah.
You can have different colours together. So I've got through to that little last layer now, because I added so much on this one.
She had a small paddy this morning because I didn't put it in pigtails for her. I just put it in one ponytail. She was like, no, two. I was like,
Okay.
no, tough, we don't have time.
So now we've got
Oh,
a little
look at
pom-pom,
it.
and then all you have to do is just
Just
take
trim
your
off.
scissors around. You don't want to go too close to the centre, obviously, because that's where your point is. So just trim around it, and then if you want it to be super fluffy, because obviously you can still see quite a bit of sort of like the sort of taller bits and pieces. So we'll just wait till they're all sort of even.
It's so cute. How quick was that as well?
Felt really long for me actually, but it probably was quicker
It
for you
wasn't.
guys.
It will have felt
And
long because the
then-
scissors were playing up, but
Just fluff it up. Fluff it up in your fingers. It will release all of the fibres from the yarn. But you get the
Oh my
cutest little
word.
pom-poms. It's a little bit fluffy on that side as well, so you can just keep trimming until your heart's content.
it's very much like most things in life though, isn't it? It's like knowing when to stop.
Yeah.
Knowing when enough's enough and you
Knowing
don't end up
when-
with a tiny little...
Yeah, we will end up with a tiny little pom-pom in a minute. But look how cute that is.
Oh my
And
word.
minutes to make that.
Honestly, it's so quick. So quick.
It's crazy.
Yeah, amazing. You need the bow maker in your life because it doesn't just do bows. I think we need to change its name to Bow Pom Pom and Tassel Maker because it's just awesome. Okay, we have some more back in stocks for you. Our glue pens back in stock. These have been out of stock for a little while as well. I remember when we did a show on Hobby Maker with some adhesives and we were just like, can we have some more glue pens? It was like, oh, we don't have any. I was like, what? Absolute madness. So our Premier Craft Glue Pen Multi-Buy is back in stock and you don't just get one, you do get 6 of your glue pens for £7.99. I can't even hold them all. 6 for £7.99, saving you £2 there on that price. And they are perfect for that precision application because they do have that super fine point. So if I just grab the open one, you can see they've got that super fine point there, so perfect for using on some of your smaller embellishments and bits and pieces. Great for adding like your inserts and your papers, just kind of dotting the glue around. Just brilliant. And they've got the squeezy barrel there so you can control how much glue comes out of there while you're using it. They are fantastic. And next for you, we have got our absolute fave. It is our construction glue. We have got 6 bottles of our construction glue. Now, it didn't actually go out of stock. For the first time in our life, we managed to keep it in stock
Which is crazy.
until the next delivery arrived, which is just wonderful, isn't it? I think we finally nailed how much glue stock we need, construction glue we need in stock at any time. So you can get 6 bottles of this. And to celebrate that we didn't go out of stock, we're doing a special price, £9.99, down from £12.99 for you there, which is fantastic. I mean, this should be £17.94, I think it is, if you were to buy 6 bottles separately. So that price is incredible. It's such a good saving on your construction glue, and you know everyone loves this. We all know we love it. It is fantastic for obviously construction work, as the name suggests, so using it for building boxes, any kind of kinetic cards, things that need to be stronger, it is perfect for. It is a solvent based adhesive, so it does have a slight aroma to it. It's not unpleasant though, I'm not going to
No,
lie.
it's not.
We quite like it.
Yeah, we get told off quite a bit.
Don't sniff glue though, it's, you know, it's frowned upon. But perfect for using for mats and layers. It gives you that wiggle time because it is a wet adhesive. It's going to give you that opportunity to move your cardstock, your papers round to get them exactly where you want them. And when they're stuck, they are stuck. It's fantastic. So 6 bottles there for £9.99 makes it £1.66 each, which is just incredible. Next, we have got a brand new product for you. So we launched this on Hobby Maker on Thursday, and it was so busy. These are your teeny tiny Dauber sticks. So in here, you are going to get 50 of your teeny tiny Dauber sticks.
It's
and
crazy.
They look like this. They're so cute. They're purple. They're just adorable, and they have got a little fluffy end for you to scoop up your adhesive and dab it into your teeny tiny delicate die cuts. So you know when we often use our purple glue stick, but sometimes you want something a little bit stronger. Maybe you want to use your construction glue, but it's not
Especially
as
if
fine as you
you're-
need.
Especially if you're wanting to do something crazy like pop it onto acetate.
Yes. Yeah.
Popping it onto acetate, like the glue stick, it's not the
It's
right
not
adhesive.
gonna- no, it's not.
gonna peel off
Yeah.
once it's dry, once it's had a lot of movement with it. With this, we're sort of taking that away. Taking that worry away.
Yeah.
We don't need to worry about that.
And that's going to show us
I am.
the
So
teeny
I've
tiny
got
daubers in action.
our crazy doily die, and I'm going to die cut this from I'm not going to die cut the whole thing. I'm just going to do a little section for you. Do you have your die brush?
I do.
Because there's not one of those in here either. I
Specs
didn't come
been here.
prepared today.
It's okay.
I didn't anticipate of needing all of these different items. It's just come to light when I've been doing something. Oh, I need that now.
It's okay.
Oh, I need this now. So I'm just going to cut that out. And we've cut this from our Miri again, because it is one of our most sort of troublesome things to stick down. You need to know that you've got that good adhesion with this. And then I'm just going to release as all of these bits and pieces out as much as we can.
And obviously we've got our stickables now, but some projects just you don't want to use your stickables.
Well, the thing is with stickables, when you remove, especially with a die like this, when you die cut it, it bevels the edge of that
Yeah.
sticky, and it removes some of the stickiness.
yeah.
from your
you're cutting
dies.
so much of it away,
We're
aren't
cutting
you?
loads of it away here. So with this, which it's fine, and it does, once you've sort of got it laid flat and you've sort of used your burnisher, it's absolutely no problem at all. I'm just going to get this die out now, just working my way around.
And this is, we absolutely push the boundaries of die cutting with this die.
We really have.
It is so fine and so detailed.
So it's the perfect example to show you just why this item is so incredibly handy to have. So I'm just going to keep moving that
And I love that
around here. It
we're
takes a
bringing
while, but
you
once you get
adhesives for everything and application for everything as well. So
Yep.
no matter what your what project you're working on, like I said, you know, stickables might not be suitable for what you're working on, and you do need that teeny tiny dauber. Maybe you need it to add ink into a teeny tiny space.
oh my goodness,
You
yeah.
know, if you're
just little bits of ink to add
Yeah.
sort of like texture or dimension.
yeah,
It's going to
or
be really good
you
for
could
that.
even use them for, you know, when you're doing your heat embossing and you're getting embossing powder where you don't want it, kind of brushing off that, couldn't you?
Oh my goodness, that's
They're
going to change.
so
That's going to
useful.
change our lives. I didn't even think about that. I'm going to need to have these around all the time.
Or just scooping up glue that's maybe gone.
yeah,
you know, where
on
it
a little
shouldn't
bit
be.
on the card or something.
Yeah.
So let's go in now. We've got some acetate to stick this onto. So I'm going to use construction glue because that's best, and I'm just going to place a little bit on here. Now the problem with your construction glue is because it's so gloopy, is a real struggle to use with like these dies. But now we can pick up what we need from here, and we can just dot it along these areas. Like, oh, it's
So good.
it's actually really sticking so quickly onto these
It's
pieces
fantastic,
as well.
isn't it? Honestly, these are going to be an absolute game changer. When
Because it's not adding that much of it.
no, it's
literally
tiny amounts.
just
It's almost like just brushing it on, isn't it?
It is. It's just running that construction glue onto all of those super detailed fine areas. Let's add a bit more.
Dan was
onto
like,
here.
"What's these for?"
After
I was
he'd
like,
ordered them.
the teeny tiny doorbell sticks, Dan. They're for
They're
gluing
for
and things. And he was like,
everything.
"Right, okay."
They're just going to be so handy.
He just doesn't. He doesn't know.
Oops.
So yeah, you need
Little-
doorbell sticks in your life. £2.99 for a pack of 50. They are reusable to an extent as well. Obviously,
I think so.
once your glue is on there and your glue dries hard, you might find that it's not as absorbent picking up the glue. But you know what? We can reuse these for sure. You can maybe even give them a little rinse.
I was just thinking that, I was thinking that would be absolutely
They are going to last a
perfect.
good while. But also
Got
at
this side to do
£2.99,
now.
we can. It's
Even it's just these super fine areas, like even on here. It's just adding that little bit of glue that you need. It's not getting in the way. And I'm using construction glue here. We all know how sort of tacky this glue is. And you'd think that's not going to work, but it absolutely does. And then we can stick this onto the edge of our image now.
And you know that glue's not going to all kind of spread out
No, because I've not got that much on it.
because you've not got that much on there.
I've got the perfect amount. And because we've used construction glue, it's completely clear on the back.
Look at
You
that.
barely see anything.
No, it's fantastic, isn't it?
It's
You need
incredible.
these
See
little
if I
bad
can get
boys
that
in your life.
close up so you can see.
There's nothing. Oh my word.
And you know, because you've used your construction glue, that is going to stick perfectly onto
Yeah.
there. Awesome. Awesome,
Absolutely
awesome,
amazing.
awesome.
We love them. You
Incredible.
just need, don't even think about those. They're just, get them in your basket. And they have been really, really popular. I don't think we have enough currently to last until
Anne-Marie, don't say that.
we reorder some more. I'm not going to lie, because they were so popular at Hobby Maker as well. So get them. Don't mess about with those. Okay, next for you, we have our embossing tools. I'm not sure that these have been out of stock, but again, look at that price. £6.99 for your embossing tools. They do come with different size embossers. So you've got your larger balls, you've got your teeny tiny balls. I was doing some projects for the magazine with Snowfall Acetate last week, and
Yeah.
I really found that using this to score on my scoreboard with gave me such a sharp crease compared to the score
The
tool,
score tool?
because it's
It probably gives
finer.
you more of a rounder edge, doesn't it? So
Yeah.
it's bending that
It's-
adorable scoreboard
yeah.
in like a round instead of
was
it being
brilliant.
straight.
Yeah, with the acetate, it
giving
was
you
so
that
good. It just gave such a sharp crease. It was brilliant. So obviously perfect for a number of different things. We like to use them for shaping our die cuts and things like that, our decoupage, your papers, all sorts of different things like that. One of the great things that these are useful for is for using with our gorgeous dies. So we have got these 3 dies for you. Dimensional Flowers die sets, all 3 for £26.97 if you're a Diamond member. I mean, crazy price. And these are going to be so useful. These are flowers that aren't, they're not going to date. They're not going to go out of fashion. Making these 3-dimensional flowers is always going to be a thing. They're so, so cool. So we have got for you, which one is this that I've just picked up?
That's your rose.
The rose. Oh, it's lush, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. We have got the gerbera, which I thought was a daisy.
I thought it was a
Not
daisy.
going to lie.
I said it was a daisy so many times. I
Could
was
be
like,
daisy. They're very, very similar, aren't they, in terms of shape and style. And then we have got this one, which is our
peony.
peony.
What I love about these as well is the examples there just use one of each layer. So that's if you just use the bare
Oh,
minimum
yeah.
on your images. But you can cut these out so many times, lay them up so much, and you can create massive blooms
Yeah.
here with
I'm thinking
lots
like
of detail.
Tissue paper is going to be stunning
Yeah.
for this.
Or flower foam.
Yeah.
If you've got some flower
Yeah,
foam,
or
that's gonna give you more
parchment. Oh my
shape.
goodness. Yeah, so many different substrates you can use with these. They're going to look fantastic. Again, think about fabrics, making
Yeah, I
little
think-
applique
Yeah.
dimensional florals to go on your clothing, or You know, things like that. They're going to look amazing. So £26.97 will get you all 3 of those. It should be £29.97. It should be more than that, I guess, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Because what are the £9.99 sets? £11.99. So it should be even more than the £29.97. So you've already got a saving. And then, of course, if you're a Diamond member, it's £26.97.
£26.
Okay, we're coming over to you again.
We are. So I've just got my incredible dies on here. We're going to run them through our die cutting machine. I'm gonna use our little Daubers in the way that you've just mentioned there. Just add in touches of ink on. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. So let's go in with our die cutting machine. We'll run that through. The thing is though, do we have any ink around? Oh yes,
we've got loads in Becca's box.
I didn't think about that. We have like a nice, has she got peachy in there?
Let's have a look. She should do, shouldn't she? Looks like she's got the whole shebang in here. She looks like she's got the whole shebang in here.
Just like a peach or a pink.
There you go.
Perfect.
All of them. Oh, she's so good. She's got all of her proper colours together. She's got her limited edition ones together. She's so neat and tidy.
These out. I'm going to use my little stamen as well. And we've got our leaf. Now, this is going to be really good for your stamens. Yes, we've got some different colours in here as well. This is perfect. So I'm going to go in with like my yellow here, and if we just pick up a little bit of this ink on here, then we can use it.
Oh, how cute!
On these super tiny elements. And I've not got ink on my other pieces either, so
it's not going everywhere at all, is it?
No, and I can change the colour now, so I could pick up like an orange colour for the sort of stems.
So for that real detail kind of work.
Especially with flowers. Flowers are going to be great for this, aren't they?
Or like faces, you know, to put like a little bit of blush on your faces. Things like that.
Oh, these are really cool. I'm loving this. So just add in that yellow.
Just that little touch of colour, exactly where you want it, isn't it?
Especially with this, because you do want more of like a realistic look with your flowers,
yeah,
don't
definitely.
you? So
they're not like a stylised flower, are they? These are realistic, so you do want them to look the real deal.
We are going to be able to get that from here. Ooh, from here. And it's actually holding the colour quite well as well.
It is,
even
isn't
though
it?
it's like a little, it's not designed to work in this way fully, but we've got some nice colour.
Cute.
On just the tops of that there, and then if I go in with my
you know, if you don't have like a Versamark pen, you could use it with your Versamark and do like little starry backgrounds and embossing powders.
We're thinking of everything here. So I'm just now
these are just the best thing ever.
I'm going to use the same colour. Let's emboss these first. So I just like to use the palm of my hand. I'm going to go in with the largest tool and just sort of go into each petal and just sort of stretch that petal so it curves around that ball shape.
You can use as well. There's a few things we found out for this, isn't there? Like your foam pads. If you can't do it on your hand, you could use your foam pads because obviously they're foamy. And the underside of your stamping platform is foam.
Oh, perfect.
So if there's, for any reason you can't do it on your hand, maybe it's painful, or
it is a little bit uncomfortable. Not gonna lie, that one. It's a little bit uncomfortable. I'm gonna switch out for a smaller one, just to do the same with these petals. Because you kind of with your hand as well, you're pushing against the force that you're also putting on. So it is, if you've got.
Sometimes you can get those like foamy things in like packaging and stuff, can't you, as well? You know.
I've lost it.
When you get some parcels, sometimes they have like that squishy foamy stuff in.
Yes, they do. It's like a weird new like parcel.
Yeah.
I suppose it's like an eco-friendly one, isn't it? But it's,
I guess.
It's a bit straight. It is strange when you get it in your parcels. So I've got my flowers ready to go. Just going to bring that into the centre, really sort of turn that
Look
up
how
on
cool
there.
they look already.
I know, and then if you want to just sort of fold out some of those petals, it's just going to make it look like it's really got that sort of fresh look. And then I was thinking I can go around my edges
Cute.
and just brush this on, because very often when you're wanting to do sort of like edge work like this with your blending tool, it just gets a bit too much in the way.
Yeah, you can get the kind of edge from the blending tool as well, can't you? And
Where
this
with
is going to give you
this,
such a clean finish.
because it's so small, you're going to get it really nicely just touching the sides of your work as well. And then obviously if you want to
It's
bring
really
it
getting
down
that
a
colour
bit
on
more,
so well as well, isn't it?
it's adding so much on. I'm really surprised actually at how well it's sitting on there.
So you could grab a pack of these and you've got one for every single one of your ink pad colours.
Yes.
And you can
You can store them in your boxes.
store them in your boxes. Or you could just have one that's like kind of your oranges, one that's your pinks.
Because obviously they're water based.
Yeah, you can give them a little rinse.
You'll be able to rinse these out and use them in that way. So just add in a bit more around here now. And obviously you can do that on all of your pieces if you wish to. I'm just going to go in.
I love these. I completely missed these on when they were on Hobby Maker and when they were on here. They're so pretty. It was such a lovely collection.
They were absolutely gorgeous to work with. I just love them. I think the beauty of them is how much you can transform them. So
Yeah.
depending on how you cut them out, depending on how you colour them in, they can look so different. Little edging on that wall.
We have a rose bush that we got last year in the garden, and we had to get
and then you can build
like
them
an
up.
arch thing for it to go in.
Oh, for
'cause
it to
was
trail
just,
up.
Yeah, it was just getting a little bit crazy. And I went out on Wednesday when I was putting the washing out and having a look at it, because there's loads and loads of buds on there, and there was loads and loads of green flies as well. So I had to go and get some spray on Friday, and they've all
No.
gone now. But I was like, what? This is not okay. Pesky little things. But there are like literally hundreds of buds on there just waiting to open.
They are just such a beautiful flower. I want to plant some in the front garden.
Yeah.
I am a little bit worried because the soil isn't the best in the front.
You could pop it in a pot though.
This is true, we could.
Yeah.
But I
We
was hoping to have like a nice little sort of pop a few in and create like
Yeah.
a nice little bush at the front.
Yeah. We've got quite
Grow them together.
a big tree in our back garden. So our plants at the back, I always feel like the tree just sucks all the water and everything away
Steals it
from
all.
them. So we've got a couple. We had to move our wisteria from, that was in a pot on the back fence, but we have a train line behind our house, and all the weeds and thorns and things
like
from
to
the train
come
were
up.
growing over the wisteria. So we moved the pot, but Mark just drilled some holes in the bottom so it could hopefully
that's a
scoop
good
some stuff up
idea.
from the soil as well, but also it had its own kind of water as well. We're hoping anyway.
I love the edges on this now.
That looks
I'm
amazing.
So you've got all that dimension that you've created. You've got obviously those little touches of colour. I've only added a tiny bit to show you.
It's
what
like
you
you can
could
get
create
roses
from
like
this.
this, can't you, where they've just got that little touch of colour around the
Yeah.
tips of the petals. It's so
let's pop
pretty.
the stamen in here. So I'm just going to stick that in the middle. I always think construction glue is best for this as well, because like you say, then you can move around your petals so that
Yeah.
you can get that nice sort of mix of like your petals going in different directions. And then obviously once this is set in the middle, we can stretch out those stamens to give it more of a free looking look. And then you've got obviously this really gorgeous leaf as well. So I think with the leaves, just putting pressure on that middle section so that we can then sort of stretch it around is really nice, because then again you get that nice natural sort of shape into it, and then you can place that
Gorgeous.
any way you like, but so much little detailing just on the edges that peony there. Now you could do that in like a really dark colour and then go over it with your blending
Yeah.
tool, because it's going to obviously blend out a lot different than adding sort of that colour really neatly on there. So there's lots of things you're going to be able to do with those inks.
Amazing.
And those
Thank
daubers.
you.
Love it.
Absolutely awesome. We hope you have loved all of our incredible back in stock deals and that you've stocked up on them. Don't be without any of those bad boys again. So TV schedule tomorrow. I will be at Hobby Maker. I have got shows at 1, 3, 5 and 6. They changed the 6 o'clock, the 7 o'clock one to 6. So we've got at 1 and 5 we've got brand new stickables. Very excited. And then at 3 and 6 we're going to be bringing you all of these wonderful back in stock tools as well. So I hope you can join me there tomorrow from 1 o'clock. And then on HGTV tomorrow it's Natalie and Rebecca bringing the brand new fussy cutting paper pad. Did you see that on Hobby Maker yesterday? How fabulous was it?
So cool.
Oh, we loved it, didn't we?
Yeah.
We had such a ball just cutting the pages out for the board.
We did.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's so therapeutic.
It is, isn't it?
So
It really
therapeutic.
is. It's amazing. So make sure you tune in at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning for that. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow.